Scorpio. Welcome to your new moon and Gemini reading. It's happening really as we speak. Excuse me. And thanks for joining me, liking and subscribing. I do really appreciate that. To keep this channel going. I just keep going anyway. If I think about it, how long have I been on here? Maybe a couple of years? Maybe a couple of years, I think. Anyway, we keep going. We keep going, Scorpio. New moon in Gemini. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. We go through and clarify with a few other decks if you haven't joined me before. So welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Let's get the cards out. We've got the 10. We'll get them all out to jump for Scorpio for this new moon in Gemini, please. So we've got big stuff coming out here, Scorpio, which is always a good thing. Wow, have we got big stuff, good stuff coming out left, right, and center. Let's talk about it. Storyline today. We've understood something pretty big. We've got the 10 of Swords, Scorpio, 10 of Swords. We see the hand gesture just as it is in the Hierophant. End of the suit. We're over it. We've done it. And the penny is heard shimmering down through that sort of vending machine, you know. The penny drops. Here we understand. Right. It's the end of that. This is the end of that suit for you. It's an understanding. There's potentially, I don't like necessarily to talk about lessons, but there's potentially an understanding of whatever's occurred. These things happen again and again in life. It's not just one epiphany. It's many. And this is the whole point of being here, isn't it? Scorpio. We then have a shaking out, shaking down, a rejigging of the way that we do what we do. Or possibly, just in some ways, the Tower. An infusion of new information as well. New energy. New connectors firing off in your brain. They may well be firing off in your heart as well, in a good way. So we know the Tower is about breaking things down in order to build them up again. Getting rid of what's not working to build that up again in a way that we are happy with. That benefits not only ourselves but others. We then have the Magician holding that wand, that symbol of the will. There's great strength here. There's great strength and great insight to Scorpio. And then we have what comes from all of this major stuff, of which we don't know the details yet. What comes of it is an opening, is a portal, is a beckoning to you to walk through into possibly a more abundant life, one that you value, that satisfies you. This is a gift, the Ace of Discs, a gift of that, of wealth on many levels. Right. So let's go through. We're going to clarify for you, Scorpio, this 10 of Swords. I've got one card coming out. We have the 7 of Wands. Might get another one here. Now, the 7 of Wands is all about standing up for your principles, for your beliefs, for your integrity, in a way that to allow other people to see you, and what you're all about, and not compromising that. It can become a little bit habitual if we're, if we're not really on solid ground, hence the Tower. Hang on a moment. Now, this is wonderful. Wonderful, Scorpio. So we've got that 10, pennies dropped. Epiphany moment. An aha moment, We're having a eureka time. We've got that 7 of swords standing up for what we are, who we are. 7 of wands. A victory card. This is great success here. You've overcome something big for you. This is seeing your value reflected back at you. It's seeing that in other people, in the way that they respond to you. And then we've got this beautiful queen with her crystal of clear sight, Scorpio, of which you generally have. Reviewing the terrain that's been walked over, that's been travelled, the deserts, the oases. She's reached the pinnacle here, Queen of Discs. Marvellous. There's been a great win somewhere here. It's allowing you more freedom. As I said that, we've got the 3 of wands, a lot more freedom in terms of looking ahead, looking to the future. You're on a path now. Works in motion. We're looking at the Tower. So let's have a look at the Tower. Let's have a look at the Tower now. Okay, Scorpio. Clear sight. As the Queen of Discs has her crystal of vision, in some ways so does the Queen of Swords. Straight down the line, clearing stuff out is what I get from this. There's nothing obscuring this Queen's view. Straight down the middle, straight down the line, no mucking around. Now the insights, the vision, the clear sight comes from, I would say, archetypally, Scorpio, your ability to really get right down forensically, I'm generalizing, I know, but forensically to the bottom of things, whether they are people, situations around you, or your own process. And I think you have done that. We're in the darkest time of the moon. At this new moon, every new moon is a dark time. And often we walk through, this is the moon card in the Thoth deck, we walk through that dark valley, right? Our insights from that time, whether I'm speaking in metaphor that you could relate to your life or periods in your life, we walk through that dark valley and it summons, that's not the right word, it demands, Scorpio, it demands that we have stamina. Just like this Queen of Discs, stamina and clear sight. That's where you've been. That's where you've been quite a few times. And of course, we talk about transformation and that occurring a lot throughout a lifetime for some. Now, I wasn't focused there so much, but we've got the mind card of the Eight of Cups, an emotional situation where we create a level of like a boundary, like a buffer zone around us. That's where we're at, Scorpio. Let's look at the Magician specifically for you. For Scorpio, please. The full expression of your will, actually beyond that dark valley in the moon, at the darkest time of the moon, the expression, full emotional satisfaction here, because you've overcome something. I mean, it's pretty clear, isn't it? And for anyone watching, it's different for everyone. What this is doing is allowing you free flow here from here on, and we've got the full, you're not anchored by the past anymore, Scorpio. You can allow new growth. It's second nature to you in a classical sense. We're looking at, there's no enemy. Princess of Swords fighting something, she can't even see it. The clouds are in a way. Queen of Swords, clear as a bell. Ace of Abundance, the Ace of Discs, wealth in all its forms, Scorpio. Let's get a card for Scorpio that tells us of this. Well, we've got far too many, but we've got way too many. I'm just going to say very quickly, hard work. We're going to go like a few words because I've got so many cards. 2, just describe this to you, this oncoming thing, you know, like the magician. What does the magician do? Uses the will. It's the added element to make everything come into form. Hard work, slow release, all the good nitrogens and things in the soil that will bring life. The seeds have been tossed. The garden bed has been prepared. Messages coming through. Fast, immediacy. So not only in the external world, but in your own mind. As I said with the Tower, new connections happening in your brain. We might get swayed for a fraction because this is part of the creative force, Scorpio, the Princess of Cups, Neptunian in nature. We can dip our little toesies in this because this is fuel for our wand as well, you see, the creative muse, the creative force. We then have the 9 of Discs, surrounded by what we value, independent. Then the Princess of Wands, a baptism of fire has occurred. I mean, it just feels like that all through this reading, and that we come in to a new form, a new ability to express. That is what's happening in this reading. So Scorpio, it's pretty fiery, it's pretty amazing. There's a noise in here. What is it? It's not a mice. A mouse, I should say. Oh, it's my bracelet. Oh. Scorpio. Where are we at? Brian Froud, Pixie and Fairy card. That's pretty much says a lot. We have Fairies of the Future. We are running with that ball. We're moving forward really quickly. Unbound. In some ways, a guiding light, Scorpio. We've got he himself lit up from the heart. We're not afraid to be vulnerable. In fact, in some ways, we're sort of invulnerable. It's the way I see it. Singer of initiation. This is the process that you have been through, Scorpio. I don't think it's unfamiliar, but this is quite big. On that note, let's get a rock mineral crystal for you that you can carry in your mind's eye over the week. Or seek one out. Seek one out. One couldn't ask for a more appropriate one. We've got Black Obsidian, one of my favourites. Strength, support during changes, everyday stress relief, and clears negative energy. I love obsidian. The wonderful end result of a fiery eruption. On that note, I hope you got something from this reading today, Scorpio. Take good care over the new moon in Gemini, which is happening here tonight, or today, or whatever. Light a big fire and have a celebratory dance. You deserve it. Ka kite.